Welcome back. I'm Mrs. Pound, and this is the third and final video for Chapter 1 about science from Conceptual Physics, 3rd edition. If you're one of my students, you should have your notes out and ready to go. Remember that left-hand side is for 5 questions at the end. If you're not one of my students, then if you're a homeschooler or a teacher watching these videos and you like this and would like my notes, they are available at Teachers Pay Teachers. Let's get started. So this video will cover sections 1.6 to 1.8, and the major objective here is to distinguish between science and technology. So, science, technology, and society. Science is about finding things out. That's its whole pursuit. We just want to figure things out, find them out. It's a method of answering theoretical questions. And it discovers data about relationships between observable material phenomena and organizing the information. And it's driven by curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge, which may benefit human life. So science is the finding out, it's the gathering the data. It's just driven by curiosity. Like, why does that happen? Okay. Technology, on the other hand, and engineering could be lumped in with this, is doing them. After we find out things from science, what can we do with it? It's a method of solving practical problems. I have a problem. I need to build a bridge to get over a river. What can I use from my scientific knowledge to help me with that? It uses tools, techniques, and procedures to put the findings of science to use. So we might put what we know about forces to use to build that bridge using tools and techniques and procedures that we have. And it sets out to design, build, or create something for use and benefit by humans. That is the whole pursuit, really, of engineering. I know because my husband's an engineer, so we're kind of the opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm the science side. I just want to know for knowledge. He's the practical side. He says, well, how do we use this knowledge? So he designs and builds and creates roads and buildings and things like that based on scientific knowledge. Now, neither science nor technology exclude the human factor, meaning that they are both centered around really helping people. Okay, science, we do science and biology a lot of times to help cure diseases. We want to discover things to help people. And what we learn is applied to technologies to perhaps make vaccines, make medications, make tests to test for diseases to determine if somebody has it. Now let's talk about science, art, and religion. Science is concerned with discovering and recording natural phenomena. Arts are concerned with the value of human interactions as they pertain to the senses. And religion is concerned with the source, purpose, and meaning of everything. Science and religion are both ways of knowing knowledge. They should complement, not contradict. And a lot of times in society today, there seems to be this fighting that goes on between science and religion. Okay, and that they are both ways of knowing knowledge. And like I said, they should complement and not contradict. So, because I am coming from a Christian school perspective, if there is that contradiction, we have to take a closer look. And we have to take, because at our school we believe that the Bible is the source of truth, we have to take a look and say, well, maybe we need to look at the scientific results in a different way so that they agree with the Bible. Or maybe the Bible really doesn't say anything about this part of science and we're reading into it. Okay, so we have to take a closer look at that and make sure that they are complementing, not contradicting. And also, this is not in your text, but we have talked in the past about the creation mandate. This is God's command in Genesis 1:28, giving stewardship of the earth to man. Genesis 1:28 from the New King James Version states, "Then God blessed them, and God said to them, 'Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth.'" Now notice that we have dominion, but this is really a stewardship issue. God gave us the earth as a gift. We can't just do whatever we want. We can do those things that are helpful, that allow us to stay alive, that are beneficial to humans, but we should not just be haphazardly destroying the earth in the process, because the fact is, God gave it to us as a gift. It's His. We should be taking care of that gift, and we need it in what He has given to us in order to sustain our lives and to continue living on this earth. So, in perspective, let's just chat here for a minute. In perspective, a lot of people think that science and religion should not go together. Okay? That Christians should just not be involved in science, that they make lousy scientists because they're applying the Bible to everything. But in reality, Christians make great scientists. They make great scientists because they believe that the world is orderly, that God created it and He made an orderly world. They make great scientists because they have a good work ethic. They make great scientists because they understand ethics, what we can do and what we should do. For example, in science we've discovered nuclear energy. Well, how should we apply that nuclear energy? We can apply it to making nuclear power plants, which are relatively clean and provide electricity, or we can apply it to warfare and making nuclear bombs. So, what should and should we not do with this information? What should we and should we not do in biology with genetics? And Christians also make good scientists because they understand that they are accountable for their decisions. That it's not all just about making money. We also have to take care of the earth and other people. And that what we should do should be beneficial to others, not just to ourselves. So it's very crucial that as Christians that we do study science and that we understand it so that we can understand ethics and what we should do with the knowledge that we gain about God's creation from science. Now, if you're one of my students, you should now be writing your 5 questions in the left-hand margin.